The Sound of Music filled the world with unforgettable songs, breathtaking scenery, and a family story that still warms hearts after 60 years. But as time moved on, the beloved cast changed in ways fans can hardly believe. Some continued their journey in the spotlight, while others quietly stepped away, and a few sadly said goodbye forever. In this video, let's look back at the Sound of Music cast, then and now. Julie Andrews was born in 1935 in Walton-on-Thames, Surrey, England. She was 29 when she played Maria, bringing a bright voice, open heart, and almost effortless joy to the hills of Austria. Her life after The Sound of Music stayed closely tied to music, books, voice work, and classic Hollywood admiration. And as of 2026, she is 90 years old and has mostly stepped away from on-screen acting. Maria still feels timeless because Andrews made her more than cheerful. She gave her courage, warmth, and that rare kind of screen magic that makes audiences feel young again. Eleanor Parker was born in 1922 in Cedarville, Ohio. She was 42 when she played the Baroness, giving the film a polished, graceful woman who seemed elegant even when love was slipping away from her. Parker had already been one of Hollywood's most respected actresses, with Oscar-nominated work and a long career across film and television, and she died in 2013 at age 91 from complications of pneumonia. Baroness could have been easy to dislike, but Parker made her human, proud, stylish, and quietly wounded. She gave Maria's story a more grown-up emotional contrast. Richard Haydn was born in 1905 in Camberwell, London, England. He was 60 when he played Max Detweiler, giving the story a clever, polished showman with just the right mix of charm, wit, and self-interest. Haydn carried a wonderfully distinctive comic style through stage, film, and television, known for his dry voice, fussy elegance, and oddball timing, and he died in 1985 at age 80. Max added sparkle to the Von Trapp world without pretending to be a saint. Haydn made him funny, practical, and human, the kind of character who could make selfishness feel strangely charming. Peggy Wood was born in 1892 in Brooklyn, New York. She was 73 when she played Mother Abbess, bringing grace, wisdom, and a deep spiritual calm to one of Maria's most important turning points. Wood spent decades on stage and screen, and this performance earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress, along with a Golden Globe nomination in the same category, before she died in 1978, at age 86, after a cerebral hemorrhage. Mother Abbess gave the story its most powerful voice of courage. Wood made her gentle but firm, like someone who could see Maria's fear clearly and still push her toward the life waiting outside. Charmian Carr was born in 1942 in Chicago, Illinois. She was 21 when she played Liesl von Trapp, giving the eldest daughter innocence, romance, and that unforgettable first taste of growing up. Carr later stepped away from acting and built a quieter life beyond Hollywood, staying warmly remembered by classic movie fans, and she died in 2016 at age 73 from frontotemporal dementia. Liesl's 16 going on 17 moment still feels sweet because Carr played it with nerves, softness, and youthful excitement, like a girl standing right on the edge of adulthood. Heather Menzies-Urich was born in 1949 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. She was 15 when she played Louisa von Trapp, bringing a playful, mischievous spark to one of the liveliest children in the family. Menzies later appeared in film and television, then devoted much of her life to family and charity work, and she died in 2017 at age 68 after a battle with brain cancer. Louisa had that cheeky middle child energy, and Menzies made her fun without stealing the whole scene. She added laughter, movement, and a little bit of trouble to the Von Trapp home. Nicholas Hammond was born in 1950 in Washington, D.C. He was 15 when he played Friedrich von Trapp, giving the eldest son a quiet, respectful presence beneath all that strict family discipline. Hammond continued acting for many years, later becoming known to television fans as Peter Parker in The Amazing Spider-Man. And as of 2026, he is 76 years old and still connected to the entertainment world. Friedrich was not loud or showy, but Hammond made him feel sincere. He carried the older brother energy of a boy learning how to soften, smile, and become part of the music again. Duane Chase was born in 1950 in Los Angeles, California. He was 14 when he played Captain von Trapp, bringing a bright, curious, and slightly cheeky charm to the boys of the Von Trapp family. Chase later left acting behind and built a very different life in geology and computer work, and as of 2026, he is 75 years old and has long lived outside the Hollywood spotlight. Kurt gave the children's scenes a sweet little spark. Chase made him polite, funny, and innocent, the kind of kid who helped make the family feel warm instead of just picture perfect. Debbie Turner was born in 1956 in Arcadia, California. She was 9 when she played Marta von Trapp, bringing a sweet, shy little brightness to one of the younger children in the family. Turner later stepped away from acting and built a quiet life outside Hollywood, working in design and floral business, and as of 2026, she is 70 years old. Marta added a gentle kind of innocence to the Von Trapp children. Turner made her soft, cute, and easy to remember, especially in the moments where the family begins to open up through music. Kym Karath was born in 1958 in Los Angeles, California. She was 6 when she played Gretel von Trapp, giving the youngest child a tiny, adorable presence that made the family feel instantly warmer. Karath continued acting for a while, then later lived more privately and became involved in advocacy work, and as of 2026, she is 68 years old. Gretel became one of the film's sweetest little faces. Karath brought real childlike wonder, the kind of innocence that made the Von Trapp family's escape feel even more emotional. Anna Lee was born in 1913 in Igtham, Kent, England. She was 52 when she played Sister Margareta, bringing gentle humor and kindness to the Abbey's quieter corners. Lee built a long career in British and American film and television, later becoming beloved by daytime viewers on General Hospital, and she died in 2004 at age 91 after pneumonia. Sister Margareta gave the Abbey a warmer spirit. Lee made her supportive, soft-spoken, and quietly amused, like someone who understood Maria's wild heart better than most. Portia Nelson was born in 1920 in Brigham City, Utah. She was 45 when she played Sister Bertha, bringing a stricter, sharper energy to the Abbey whenever Maria's free spirit became too much to ignore. Nelson had a long creative life as a singer, actress, songwriter, and author, moving between stage, screen, and cabaret, and she died in 2001 at age 80 after a battle with cancer. Sister Bertha gave the Abbey a little comic friction. Nelson made her stern without turning her cold, like someone who believed discipline mattered even when Maria's heart was clearly somewhere else. Ben Wright was born in 1915 in London, England. He was 50 when he played Herr Zeller, giving the story a cold political presence that quietly darkened the world around the Von Trapp family. Wright worked steadily in radio, film, television, and voice acting, later becoming familiar to Disney fans through roles in animated classics, and he died in 1989 at age 74 after a heart attack. Herr Zeller did not need much warmth, and Wright gave him none. His controlled menace helped remind audiences that behind the music and romance, real danger was closing in. Daniel Truhitt was born in 1943 in Sacramento, California. He was 21 when he played Rolf, bringing youthful charm at first, then a colder edge as the story moved into darker territory. Truhitt continued performing in music and theater after his early screen fame, and as of 2026, he is 83 years old and still remembered for that complicated young role. Rolf is memorable because he changes the mood of the story. Truhitt made him sweet in the beginning, then painfully distant, turning first love into one of the film's saddest betrayals. Norma Varden was born in 1898 in London, England. She was 67 when she played Frau Schmidt, bringing a proper, watchful, and quietly loyal presence to the Von Trapp household. Varden built a long career in British and American films, often playing refined ladies, housekeepers, and society women, and she died in 1989 at age 90 after heart failure. Frau Schmidt was not a musical spotlight role, but Varden made her feel like part of the home, calm, observant, and practical, in a family about to face impossible choices. Marni Nixon was born in 1930 in Altadena, California. She was 35 when she played Sister Sophia, bringing a gentle, musical warmth to the Abbey scenes around Maria. Nixon was famously known as the unseen singing voice behind several Hollywood stars, including in West Side Story, My Fair Lady, and The King and I, and she died in 2016 at age 86 after a battle with breast cancer. Sister Sophia was a small role, but Nixon's presence carries a lovely piece of movie musical history. She was one of those hidden voices who helped shape the sound of classic Hollywood. Angela Cartwright was born in 1952 in Altrincham, Cheshire, England. She was 12 when she played Brigida von Trapp, giving the family a bright, sharp-eyed child who noticed more than the adults expected. Cartwright continued acting after childhood fame, later moving into photography, art, and creative projects. And, as of 2026, she is 73 years old and still active in artistic work. Brigida stood out because she had a little bite beneath the sweetness. Cartwright made her honest, curious, and quietly bold, adding personality to the children's perfect harmonies. Christopher Plummer was born in 1929 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. He was 35 when he played Captain von Trapp, bringing stern elegance, hidden grief, and quiet command to the father of the family. Plummer carried a remarkable career across stage and film for decades, later winning an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for Beginners, and he died in 2021 at age 91 after complications from a fall. Captain von Trapp's change of heart still feels moving because Plummer made the coldness slowly crack. Behind the uniform, he let audiences see a man learning how to love his children again. Thank you for watching. If this classic brought back beautiful memories, please like the video and subscribe for more timeless cast updates.